Most digital marketers are running A/B tests that are completely worthless. Right now, as you're watching this, millions of dollars are being wasted on experiments that will never give you the real answers you need. And the reason why will shock you. Here's what nobody tells you. Those shiny platform testing tools from Google, Facebook, and TikTok, they're designed to make money for the platforms, not give you accurate results. The algorithms are literally working against your experiments. Today, I'm going to reveal the scientific methods that actually work, the hidden biases destroying your data, and exactly how to run tests that generate real, profitable insights. This could be the difference between burning through your budget and scaling your campaigns profitably. We're going to uncover 4 critical revelations: the experiment design mistakes that invalidate most tests, the statistical traps that lead to false conclusions, why platform algorithms sabotage your results, and the proven methodologies that top-performing marketers use to get reliable data. If you're serious about making data-driven decisions that actually drive revenue, hit that subscribe button now, because this information could transform your entire approach to digital marketing. Most marketers think A/B testing is simple. Create 2 versions, split your traffics, pick the winner. But here's the devastating truth. This approach fails spectacularly in the real world of digital advertising. The first major problem is what researchers call divergent delivery. When you run an A/B test on platforms like Facebook or Google, their algorithms don't actually split your audience randomly. Instead, they optimize delivery based on who they think will respond best to each variant. This means your winning ad might only be winning because it was shown to people who were already more likely to convert, not because the ad itself was better. Think about it. You could have the most brilliant ad creative in the world, but if the platform's algorithm decides to show your control version to high-intent users and your test version to cold traffic, your results are meaningless. You're not measuring ad performance. You're measuring algorithmic bias. The second critical flaw is what I call testing chaos. Most marketers test one variable at a time without understanding how external factors contaminate their results. Seasonality, concurrent campaigns, user behavior changes, even the day of the week can skew your data. Testing multiple variables simultaneously makes it impossible to identify which change actually caused the effect. And here's the kicker. Insufficient sample sizes plague the majority of digital marketing tests. Marketers see early positive results and immediately declare victory, not realizing they're looking at random noise, not real performance differences. This premature optimization leads to what statisticians call type 1 errors, false positives that make you think you've found a winner when you haven't. Now here's where it gets interesting. The most successful digital marketers have quietly adopted methodologies from clinical research and econometrics to solve these problems. These aren't the basic A/B testing guides you'll find online. These are advanced statistical approaches that actually work. The gold standard is randomized controlled trials with proper power analysis. Before running any test, you need to calculate exactly how many users you need to detect a meaningful difference. Most platforms won't tell you this, but you need substantial sample sizes to detect meaningful improvements with statistical confidence. The key is understanding statistical power, the probability that your test will correctly detect a true effect if one actually exists. But here's what's revolutionary. The best marketers are using instrumental variables and natural experiments to work around platform limitations. Instead of relying on platform randomization, they use techniques like bid randomization and geographic splits to create truly random groups. These methods help isolate the causal effect of your changes from all the algorithmic interference. Here's something that will surprise you. The campaigns with the highest click-through rates often have the lowest conversion rates. Platform algorithms optimize for engagement, not business outcomes. The breakthrough insight is understanding the difference between statistical significance and practical significance. You might have a test that's statistically significant with a p-value under 0.05, but if the effect size is tiny, implementing that change might actually hurt your business when you factor in implementation costs and opportunity costs. Advanced marketers are also using Bayesian methods instead of traditional frequentist statistics. Bayesian testing gives you the probability that one variant is actually better than another, which is much more useful than a p-value. Plus, you can continuously monitor results without inflating your error rates like you do with traditional methods. The sophisticated approach also involves controlling for what researchers call confounding variables. Things like changing targeting criteria mid-test, traffic source variability, user demographic imbalances, and time-related factors that can make your results meaningless. Before we get to the most surprising part, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway so far. I read every single one. This research completely changes how you should approach campaign optimization. First, you need to start measuring micro-conversions alongside macro-conversions. Macro-conversions are your ultimate goals: purchases, leads, subscriptions. But micro-conversions, email signups, video views, add to carts, give you early signals about what's working and help identify funnel bottlenecks. The game-changing insight is that successful A/B testing isn't about individual tests. It's about building a systematic experimentation program. Companies with structured testing programs consistently outperform those running random, ad hoc experiments. But velocity without validity is worthless. Here's the practical framework that works. Start with clear hypotheses based on user behavior data, not hunches. Use proper randomization techniques to avoid algorithmic bias. Set up tracking for both immediate metrics and long-term business outcomes. And most importantly, segment your analysis by user types, traffic sources, and time periods. The most successful digital marketers I know have moved beyond simple A/B tests to sophisticated experiment portfolios. They're testing messaging frameworks, not just button colors. They're optimizing entire customer journeys, not just landing pages. And they're measuring customer lifetime value, not just conversion rates. You also need to avoid the common pitfalls that invalidate results: testing too many variables at once, ending tests too early, ignoring audience segmentation, over-relying on statistical significance alone, failing to control external factors, and not having clear hypotheses and goals. Here's the final revelation that changes everything. The most profitable companies aren't just running better A/B tests. They're building experimentation into their company DNA. Cross-functional collaboration dramatically increases A/B testing success rates. When marketers, designers, developers, and data analysts work together from hypothesis formation to implementation, test quality and actionable insights improve significantly. The companies dominating their markets aren't leaving experimentation to chance. They're treating it as a core competency. The sophisticated approach involves understanding the relative strengths and weaknesses of platform-provided testing tools. While these tools offer ease of use and native integration, they suffer from limited experiment design flexibility, algorithmic bias, and restricted data access. For advanced testing needs, you need methodologies that give you full control over randomization and comprehensive data analysis. But here's what's really exciting about the future. Advanced attribution modeling and machine learning are making it possible to run experiments that were impossible just a few years ago. We can now test the long-term impact of creative messaging on customer lifetime value, measure cross-channel effects, and better understand the causal relationships in our marketing funnels. The companies that master these methodologies will have a significant competitive advantage. While their competitors are still making decisions based on biased platform data, they'll be optimizing based on rigorous experimental evidence. The choice is yours. Keep running experiments that lie to you, or start building the systematic testing program that will transform your business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.